Anybody that changes the game because they bet on themselves instead of deciding to confine to something, they're legends. They're legendary. We'll talk about them forever because they help molded the structure that we use today. Yeah, sir. What's happening? You already know what time it is. Organic Wednesdays, episode 16. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Um, per usual. Hope the week goes so far as fire. If not, halfway point, time to make a change. Hope the week before that was even more fire. And, just hope everything good, man. Hope you're staying healthy. Hope everything organic. And hope life is popping. Me personally, Halloween 3 is out. If I have to talk about it, I'd have to say that it is probably my most open, deepest content. Definitely got a lot of stuff off my chest. Definitely a lot of songs that I listen to and I just get, it's a stressful time. It was dark times. And I just had to kind of figure it out. And it's always like sat inside of me. So to be able to kind of get that out onto these songs and just make it transparent as far as like what I go through in like a small sense, it was pretty dope. It was pretty cool to get that out. So pretty happy about that. Figuring out the marketing and things behind the scenes on that guy right now. But the main thing is it's out and I just have a good feeling about it. Like that was fun. And with that being said, a lot more executive produced, EPs coming along the way. Just taking time to make sure that they're done right. The job is done right. But with that being said, this week what we're going to talk about is the importance of taking educated risks. Now, sometimes we like to play it safe, right? You play it safe, you don't get hurt, or you get hurt, but it doesn't happen as often. But you play it safe, nothing crazy ever happens, but it's a cool space, it's all right. You can function, you can do your thing, ain't no worries, but you have to internally be okay with that. And that's where a lot of people aren't really okay with, is internally accepting that, there's no roller coaster, there's no thrill. So when you take in risk, yes, there is a chance you lose it all, but there's a chance that you hit a major upside. And the more that you decide to put in some research and take the time to cover all the bases, you minimize that margin of loss. So with that being said, it's super important to take educated risk because in any field that you're in or anything that you want to do, if you want to reach that next level, if you want to go ahead and, break that barrier, you gotta take those risks, and it could pay off huge. It could be just something monumental, or you could fall right on your face, but you'll also learn something and that'll help you out towards the next risk that you decide to take. Because in life, period, we don't really reward imitation. Yeah, you can imitate, you could get a little bit of success, but the real success, the real cool stuff, it goes to the innovators. It goes to those that were willing to take that risk and make that leap and take that jump. And that's who really gets rewarded the most in today's world. And even if they don't get rewarded now, they'll still be rewarded down the line because they changed the game. Anybody that changes the game because they bet on themselves instead of deciding to confine to something, they're legends. They're legendary. We'll talk about them forever because they help molded the structure that we use today. So in anything, period, man, make sure you do your homework because that's the biggest part of it. When you get in that situation, you could be willing to handle pressure and be willing to, perform. But if you ain't do your homework, it makes life a lot harder. It means you got to do a lot more adjusting on the fly and do a lot more things. So it's just best to just do your homework before you take that risk. But you got to take that risk, period, if you're trying to go ahead and get to places. So that's what I really want to talk about this week. Per usual, hope everybody enjoys the rest of this week. And make sure you get to it, man. Me, I'm getting to it. I'm kind of tired. It's like day 16. just getting straight to it, just working. But it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off, and it's all about that consistency. And it's all about just letting you guys know I'm here with you. I'm rocking with y'all, and whatever you're going through, we living life together. We both put our shoes on, and we're gonna get through it. So just hang in there. That's what I be telling myself. So I'm gonna tell you the same thing. Treat others how you want to be treated. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys next week.